So I just want to just do a little intro here of this before I start the reading. Okay. Now a lot of you know what twin flames are, or you wouldn't be interested in watching this video. So what I'm going to do is I am going to delve in deep here, just very quick explanation how this is going to, you know, align with your sign here. So a twin flame, what is a twin flame? Well, a twin flame is one soul that has kind of split into two. One soul that is kind of split into two, and one part of this soul has gone on their own journey, and the other part of the soul has gone on another journey on this plane, you know, on this spiritual plane. So and this soul could have gone right back in time. You know, we're talking about past lives here, past life souls, you know, and very, very rare occasions, very rare that these souls reunite, you know, come together to you know, teach what they've learned on their journey. So one of these half souls will reunite with a more evolved kind of spiritual journey and want to teach the other half of the soul, you know, oh gosh, it's like, well, it's not like this, but it's like this. I have learned so much that I need to tell you about here. Gosh, I have been through, you know, through wars, through battles, through heartbreak, through pain, and you know, I've seen starvation. I've seen, you know, I've seen people suffering. I've suffered myself. Gosh, I need to, you know, teach you this. So, you know, as a whole soul, okay. And these souls are old as well. They are very old. They go back many lifetimes, okay. And the other soul, the other half of the soul, has not evolved as much as the other half, okay, when they come together. And this is very challenging, okay. When this happens, it does happen very rarely. It may happen in a lifetime that these two souls come together to teach each other their kind of lives, their life's journeys. So this is what we've got here, and when these two souls merge together of like this union, they will fear it because it's too intense. You know, it's very intense. The other person is saying, "Yeah, I feel you. I know what you need to do. I've experienced that. I can, you know, I've been through that. I can tell you all about that." And so this other person has to go and learn this. So they may come back, but they may go away again, okay, to learn other things on their journey, so they can come back to this soul and complete this soul and say, well, I've learned this, and I can teach you too what I have learned. It's a kind of union that will never, you know, a connection that will never be forgotten. You could be away from each other for 5 years, 2 years, but you will never forget that connection. You will return to each other eventually, okay, to teach each other the lessons here. And when you do meet your twin flame, if you're lucky to meet a twin flame, this person can bring out the worst in you. You know, this person can bring out the worst in you because, you know, when you was with this person, it felt like home. You know, you felt like you could talk about your deepest desires, your deepest fears, and you felt as if all the layers were peeled off and you could be yourself, you know, like this soul underneath this body, this shell, and you felt like you could just be who you are. And the other person too, it's like two souls together, or two half souls together dancing. There's always something like a mountain in between a twin flame, because we're talking about two half souls coming together, both on different kinds of evolvements of learning. So there's a mountain to move. There's always a mountain to move, and it's always unconventional. You know, it's an unconventional relationship. You know, it may be miles and miles in distance apart, you know, and you've got to move mountains to be with that person. It could be the parents hate that person. You know, I told you so, I told you not to be with that person, you know, because they're still making mistakes and they're still learning, but that person keeps coming back, like an on and off. It's like one of those relationships that are on and off, and they keep coming back. But I've learned that lesson from last time, you know, and this keeps going, this dance keeps going until both partners have learned, okay. But there's usually one that's more evolved than the other one, and that's the stayer. And the other one is the goer, you know, the one that leaves and comes back, one that leaves and then returns. Oh, I've learned that lesson, I've come back to tell you that I've learned that lesson, but I must go because I need to learn more, okay. And they'll come back and they'll explain it again. So it's very much an on and off situation. Now, I'm not saying that on and off situations are a great idea, but this person you just feel very authentic with. You can confide with them. You feel vulnerable. You're able to be vulnerable with this person. You can tell them all your secrets, and you know that your secrets are safe with that person. There's a lot of depth and intimacy and open-heartedness with this person. It feels like you feel at home, you know, you've arrived when you're with this person. And it feels out of this world when you share your heart, because your heart together is one, you know, your soul is one, and when you come together and bond together, your heart is one, okay, and you share the same space, and that's why this connection is very scary. You connect on all chakra levels too, and you can read this person like a book. There's telepathy, you know what they're thinking. You could be miles and miles apart, and you know what that person is doing and thinking, okay. It could even be, you know, it could be somebody close to you, a twin flame. It could be your daughter, your daughter, your son, you know, and you know what they're thinking. There's this connection. Because they're part of you, you know, it's like you gave birth to that person, so it's like part of you, you know, is within that person. But as in twin flames, you are together. When you're together, there's nothing that compares that, and you'll never forget. Although you may drift, you know, you may drift your own separate ways to find your spiritual learning, your spiritual path, but you'll merge back together again to teach each other. And that is what my interpretation is of a twin flame, okay. If both twin flames are fully evolved, and they eventually after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, they eventually come together as learning lessons, and they eventually come together, then that is an absolutely beautiful thing. That is very, very spiritual, you know. Lots of things in sync, you know. Many things are in sync. You can read that person's mind. There's lots of telepathy, and that's just an amazing you know, but that is very rare. That is very rare to actually two souls that are on now reach the same evolvement coming together. Okay, so that's my take on twin flames. So let's have a look how this aligns with your particular sign. Okay. Hello Gemini, this is your twin flame reading in alignment with your sign for March and April. So let's just get along here, okay, with this reading. I'm going to use my medieval deck here because it just pulls out the bones of the reading and gets quite close to you know, realism. So I just love that deck. Okay, so let's have a look, Gemini. I'm just going to pop my glasses on. I don't particularly like wearing them, but you know, I can't see, so so I can't see the cards, and I like to really focus. So let's get along here. Okay, somebody no longer feels good enough here. Somebody no longer feels good enough, and it's like again, I get there's a dance here of you trying to bring this person. I get like a helper, somebody who wants to bring this person up, you know, bring this person up to evolve. I get you want to bring this person up to evolve, okay, to your kind of standards, or your kind of it's kind of like molding somebody into a person. I don't know whether you can actually do that, you know. I don't feel you can mold people. I feel everybody on this planet, in this universe, is on a journey, you know. I don't feel you can go around molding people, but I get this element here of you know, of not feeling good enough, not feeling reaching that standard. Either I get you're doing this, but you know, I get that you're doing this, that this person just does not do it for you. But there is this why are you holding on to this person if they don't do this for you? You know, if they don't do it for you and they don't sit on the same page as you, why are you holding on to them, you know, when you should let go? I don't feel this is a soulful connection. I feel there's lots of problems in this relationship, but you kind of, you know, you struggle to get, you keep struggling on to keep this going, you know, that kind of thing. This person, I get this person has this saying to you that says to you, oh, I just don't feel good enough. I never feel good enough for you. But this person can't handle you. They can't handle you for some reason, and you feel lost here. You know, there is like an on and off situation. As I said, with twin flames, they can be on and off. I get you, the stayer, always looking to salvage what you can get from this loss. There's a lack of a spiritual, soulful connection here. And I feel you're trying to find it in this person, when really you should let this person go so you can find it. If that makes sense. And breaking, you know, breaking these connections, this connection, these connections, superficial connections, these connections. I don't get just one, I get a number of connections you should let go of. Okay. Whether it's family, friends, or people who make out that they're your friend and they're not. It's just very, very kind of on the surface, you know. But that kind of suits you because it's not delving deep into, you know, so yeah, I feel there's a breakup here, or there has been this actually hurts you. This relationship, trying to get this relationship onto the same page is absolutely painful. Okay, keeps hurting. And it says here, I do get this energy of leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. This is just so self-destructive. You're looking for the sun to shine in this relationship. You're searching for something within this person that really, are you searching in the right place here? There is like you get together and then there's a self-destruct button here, and it kind of, you know, it's like it becomes very heavy to carry this relationship, and it's forceful, and I get that feeling of, you know, it just doesn't kind of just happen. It's forceful, and then there's this big crescendo of, you know, this then somebody presses a self-destruct button, and then there's this great big grand finale, and then this person leaves and slams the doors and does not kind of return, or does not want to return, because we get then the Death card. Okay. I do get that you want this to work so much. I get the energies here that you just want this to work so much, because it's so challenging, because it's so difficult. I feel you want it to work. I'm not going to fail at this. You know, I'm not a failure. I get you saying that I'm not a failure. I'm not going to let this go. I'm not going to let this slip through my fingers. I want this to work, you know. This person is very good for me, or that's how you feel. There is this sense of superficiality, perfectionism around this person. You are very lucky, Gemini. You're very lucky with your money and your security. That's what I've got here. You're very lucky when it comes to business, and you'll always kind of work it out, yeah? But when it comes to love, they're very much challenging. You don't want to let this person go. You're holding on to this person. But when they do leave, you don't take it serious. I get you're a guy here, you could be male or female, but you don't take it serious because they always come back. Okay, so you don't take it serious, that person. They will come back, you know. They know where their bread and butter is, and you know, their security. But again, I feel this person does come back for the security, if that makes sense. Not for that kind of deep, soulful connection. I think you also, for some of you, you know this, that they come back for, you know, the lifestyle, the lovely kind of trimmings and the trappings that you have to offer. Because I do get a lot of you, Gemini, are very kind of wealthy. I do get, not all of you, but some of you, you're comfortable. I do get you're very lucky when it comes to, you know, if you're famous, you do work hard. You really focus until you actually succeed. And when it comes to love, if you don't succeed, you will focus until you do succeed. And even if this connection is wrong for you, you will still say, I'm not going to be a failure. I'm not going to fail at this. I'm going to keep going until I win this person. You know, because to you, Gemini, you like a challenge. You do love a challenge. Okay. And this is where you kind of miss the point here, because it's all about one-upmanship. I'm not having a go here, but I do get this sense of, you know, where is it that you want to be with someone because of a special deep kind of connection, you know, but it starts like a one-upmanship, superficial relationship, but then it becomes tempestuous, and then somebody just, you know, ends up kind of pressing the destruction button, and it all kind of, you know, implodes. So but anyway, somebody comes back to the mothership here. They always come back to the mothership. I don't know why I'm getting that vision of a mothership, and they come back quite swiftly. Okay. So I get a vision of a mothership. They always come back to back. They always return. I get a return here. And there's like a mission of, like a mission impossible here. This is what this is. I get mission impossible. I don't know why I'm getting that, you know. It just feels like a mission. Because then there's these outbursts of passion and anger and aggression. And I see somebody's, you know, mobile phone, they've just renewed it, but it's like smashed right across the wall here. And, you know, I get a collection of mobile phones that are smashed up. I don't know why I'm getting that vision too. So I just feel, Gemini, you're being so dishonest. You're being so dishonest here. This problem refuses to go. And you try a different approach each time. You just try to get around, dodge the bullets. And you know, it's just, to you it's a game, it's a sport. I get like a sport here. Otherwise there's a lack of energy, so it's you know, it's adrenaline. It kind of keeps the adrenaline rushing around. It keeps you alive. This person, this situation keeps you feeling like, you know, this adrenaline rushing around your head, your body. It just keeps you buzzing, and you like that buzz. It's a challenge here. You don't like this person. You don't like this person, but you're with them. Okay. And you do want justice. It's a forever, you know, it's an ever repeating kind of cycle. You just want justice. I will win this battle. This will be mine. This victory will be mine. And I get you here, the King of Swords, who is a Gemini. Okay, I get you as a man here, but you could be a woman. I get very kind of masculine, you know, that masculine kind of energy here. Yes, a masculine, feminine kind of energy dancing together, but I do get like I do get a masculine energy, but it could be there's too much masculine energy, maybe. Okay, you have the world at your feet, And I get you, you know this, and you just want, you know, you want to rule the world, and you want to rule the people around you, but it doesn't work like that, okay? It doesn't work like this. And this conflict comes into play yet again, okay? And you refuse to see that people are human beings. I get somebody here refuses to see that people are human beings. They have flaws, you know, and yeah, I didn't invest in this, you know. This is not what I, you know, I didn't join this club, you know. I didn't invest in this. Why am I now kind of putting up with this? You know, you wasn't like this when I met you, kind of thing. So I think there's a dance here. One person wants to, I feel you need to go on a deeper level. Whether you have to let this person go and then look for somebody you can have a deeper connection with. Maybe you've not learned that on this journey, on this planet, in this time frame, maybe you've not learned that yet, that you need to get full true joy and happiness and fulfillment and evolve. You actually need to go on a deeper level. And I feel that you're still on that journey. I don't feel you've learned that yet. And you're still dancing with this other person that's superficial. That's going to keep repeating this cycle. And I have to say, a deep connection is much more fulfilling. And you know, all of these flaws and these idiosyncrasies are part of a person's tapestry, you know. You're talking about past lives coming in here. It's a person's tapestry, what they're made up of, which is interesting. So why are you not interested in looking at somebody's flaws, idiosyncrasies? What's made you think like this? What's made you like this? How can we evolve together? You know, okay, this is like fascinating that you've come to this point, that, you know, you've come with all these lessons that you can teach me, but also I need to teach you too. So I feel this journey here is for you to go deeper and to be with somebody with a deeper sense of, you know, humanity and is higher evolved. I feel you need somebody that's higher evolved than you in terms of, you know, soulful connection that you can learn from, instead of this superficial dance here. So could you, the final energy that I'm getting here is, could you cope with that? Could you cope with that? At this present time, I feel that you're not ready. I feel you're still on this path here of evolvement. And you're still on this dance with this person, which is toxic. Okay, it's toxic, and that's what I'm getting here. And I'm going to leave it at that. So you make out here what you will make out of this. I feel going right to the beginning of this twin flame reading, you need to let this person go, you know, and learn, and also you need to learn and evolve. And that's what I'm getting here. If you'd like your own personal twin flame reading, please give me an email. My email address is here at the bottom, and I will send you my tarot. My twin flame readings are very in-depth. They go into every little nook and cranny, even into past lives. So they are like 45 minutes to an hour readings, and I will let you know how much, you know, the fee would be. But I'm going to leave that one with you. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care, Gemini. Okay, bye bye.